Well, another king fumbled the crown, y'all. Shannon Sharpe, the man who went from the football field to the debate table to the podcast throne, might have just fumbled the bag harder than a rookie in the playoffs. Let's talk about how unchecked ego, a lack of discipline, and chasing the wrong kind of attention can turn legends into headlines for all the wrong reasons. I'm about to break it down for you. Shannon Sharpe's resume is elite. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, an NFL Hall of Famer, and he bodied his way into the media world. First at CBS, then really hitting with FS1's Undisputed, where he became a cultural icon, memes and all. He rebranded himself for a new generation with Club Shay Shay, bringing in hip-hop stars, moguls, and athletes to chop it up on YouTube. His southern drawl, quick wit, and unapologetic blackness made him a fan favorite. For a while, Shannon seemed like he was untouchable, following his iconic YouTube interview with Cat Williams. But here's the truth. Nobody likes to say out loud, success doesn't make you smarter. It just makes your flaws more expensive. And more often than not, success also creates an oversized ego, a greed mentality, and reckless decision-making. Now, we're here. Shannon Sharpe is in the headlines, not for a viral clip, not for checking Skip Bayless, but for being sued by an OnlyFans model who alleges misconduct. According to reports, Shannon offered to pay her $10 million to settle. Yeah, $10 million. Now let's be real, that ain't pocket change for nobody. The question is, why? And what made it worse? He released private text messages between him and her, thinking it would clear his name. But instead of proving innocence, it low-key made him look more suspect, showing a level of desperation and arrogance that screams, I got this under control, when clearly, he don't. Now, Shannon's being forced to leave ESPN, and it looks like his world is starting to crumble. Check out his recent statement. When are these men going to learn? What's really disappointing and heartbreaking is that Shannon is becoming yet another name in a long list of black men whose legacies are being rewritten because they couldn't control their urges, ego, or just use plain old common sense. It's so ridiculous when you consider the list of high-profile black men accused and or found guilty of misconduct or physical abuse. Bill Cosby, legacy crushed. R. Kelly, self-explanatory. Diddy, Kanye West, Russell Simmons, Deshaun Watson, multiple allegations. Chris Brown, never fully recovered. Trey Songz, allegation stacking. Jonathan Majors, Marvel turned to mess. Antonio Brown, talent wasted on chaos. Cuba, Gooding Jr., L.A., Reed, O.J. Simpson, Mike Tyson. And all these men had something in common: fame, power, influence, and poor choices when it came to how they dealt with women, emotions, or conflict. And while not everyone is guilty, the appearance, the allegations, and how they handle it often make it worse. You would think that every man would know by now that the setup is real, and that there are some women out here playing the game. Public figures get targeted by these women. Screenshots become ammo, and intimacy becomes litigation. But here's the issue. If you're smart, you don't put yourself in the position to be set up in the first place. Why is a Hall of Fame millionaire DMing and linking with an OnlyFans model in the first place? You already know what it is. The moment she says, I need to talk to my lawyer, your whole empire's shaking. This ain't rocket science. This is basic self-preservation that these men don't seem to have. And when you move reckless, you don't look like the victim. You look like a clown. Stop being a fool. So, what does Shannon's future look like? Will Shannon survive this? Maybe. Y'all know America loves a comeback story, especially when there's money behind it. Shannon still got fans, still got connections, still got personality. But even if he walks away legally clean, his public image took a hit. His credibility, his judgment, his whole I'm wiser now persona, all under fire. And once you've been memed in the court of public opinion, that stain don't wash out easy. This whole messy situation is disappointing. We watched Shannon rise from a poor kid in Georgia to one of the most respected sports voices in the game. We all rooted for him and every brother that rises in the midst of adversity. That's a real blueprint. But when you're in that position, you got a responsibility, not just to yourself, but to the culture. It ain't just about money, muscles, or microphones. It's about maturity, self-control, common sense. I hate to say it, but right now it's feeling like he might really be as dumb as he looks in some of them viral clips. You can be rich and ripped, but if your brain weak, everything else crumbles. I really hope this is a wake-up call for all Black men. It's beyond time to do better. Think about the consequences of your actions and protect your hard-earned legacy because it matters. Drop a comment and let me know if y'all think Shannon's done, or will he bounce back like nothing happened? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.